and prevent the negative effects on performance and health. She is the founder of the 360-degree wellness solution. Everyone, please welcome to the stage, Mabel Munyimani.
Hello everyone, my name is Mabel. I'm a mental health expert and consultant, and today I'm going to share a story at the beginning. I'm going to talk about resilience. We all have a picture of what resilience is, but I'm going to share a quick story. I think it's 2 months now. I had a car accident. I was involved in a car accident. I was happily driving myself in a hurry to the post office. We recently moved house, so I was rushing to the post office. I could change the address for our mail for redirection. And at the same time, I was thinking I had to go to a networking event in the evening. So I was thinking, okay, I need to get back home quickly enough to get my son dinner for everybody else in the house. I need to get dressed. What am I going to wear? I need to drive to the city. So I live 40 minutes away from the city. So I need to do all this in time to get to the city for 6:30 for this networking event that I really need to go into. So I was driving to the post office, 3 o'clock, thinking everything I need to think of. I got into the intersection where I need to turn off and go exit the freeway. I looked, it was clear for me to go in. And the next thing was, I'd hit the back of another car. When I looked, it was clear to go, but then it hadn't cleared. The car hadn't gone before I hit the car. So at that moment, everything stopped. I couldn't get to the post office. I couldn't go to my event. I couldn't go home to cook dinner for my husband and the kids. Everything really stopped. I was okay. I had my little boy in the car. The man I hit in the car, he was okay. But why am I talking about this story? Resilience, we know it's about adapting. We know it's about bouncing back from challenges and everything else that happens in life. But for me, resilience is about having a bag. You should have a bag called resilience, right? So today I'm going to share with you the framework that I use in the organizations I work with and with clients that I work with in terms of building up their resilience. Okay, I like to call resilience having a bag ready. So we talked about disaster, right? If you're getting ready for a trip, if you're planning to go to work, you dress according to you going to work. If you're going for a holiday, for example, a ski holiday, I haven't been to one. I don't like the cold, so I'm likely not going to go to any ski holidays. But I'm assuming you pack your underlays, your long johns, your gloves, your scarves, everything that keeps you warm, right? A few years ago, with my little ones, we planned to go to Mount Bobo for the winter snow thing, and we're told we need to pack chains for the wheels so we can go up the mountain towards the snow. So that's me preparing for the trip. But if I go to a summer holiday, I pack my sunglasses, I pack my hat, I pack my swimming gear, my bathers, I pack my thongs, because that's the weather to where I'm going to, right? For us in our journey in life, right, I like to think that resilience is what we pack in our bag. So I've got a demonstration here, a bag. So in your resilience bag, what do you have as you journey on in life? Okay, so in my resilience bag, I'm going to share the framework that I use for my organization so you can remember today, and hopefully it's easy for me to teach today. So the word thrive, so if you can just say the word thrive, hopefully that will help you remember today, right? Thrive? Perfect. Okay, so T stands for trust. You're going to have to trust yourself. You're going to have to trust that you have enough to survive what's going to happen in life. You can't go in life shortchanging, second guessing yourself. We don't have the answers for everything, but you have to trust that you're going to be okay. And when you're stuck, there are going to be people that can help you. There are going to be resources, but you're going to have to trust yourself that you can be okay in the trip. What else goes in the bag? H is for habits. What are the habits that you have every day to help you stay resilient? Do you eat healthy? Do you eat at all? For me today, I forgot to eat because I was rushing to get here, right? And I do that often as a mom. I'm so busy with the kids, busy with work, I forget to eat. So I have to consciously remind myself to eat every day. Somewhere along midday, I have low energy, I've got a headache, but that's because I didn't give my body food. I didn't feed my body, I didn't feed my mind, then I get fatigued. So are you eating healthy? Are you eating enough, right? Sometimes I'm eating too much junk. That's not enough food for your body to sustain itself, right? Are you hydrating? Today's a hot day. Are you drinking enough, right? That's all part of your body. Your body needs water, right? Are you sleeping? Do you have good sleep hygiene? Are you sleeping enough? Are you sleeping at the right time, right? Do you have enough rest? I know we're busy, but we need to schedule rest into our programs, right? What are you taking in? Some of us are scrolling, right? It's bedtime, that infrared light on the phone, right? We're scrolling for hours. That's not going to help you sleep. Coffee is not going to help you to sleep if you're drinking it the last hour of the day, right? So be mindful what you're taking in. As much as we're mindful of what we're eating, what else are you consuming? A lot of us might have negative people around us. That doesn't help us. If you're looking to stay positive, energetic, right, maybe check the people around you. If you're tired, you're feeling exhausted, stuck, maybe there's a lot of negative energy around. So check what are you watching? What are you listening to, right? Because what you take into your body, not just food-wise, but on the internet, social media, are you always comparing yourself with people on social media? That's going to make you feel useless. It's going to make you think, I'm not good enough because I'm seeing all these fantastic things on social media. So be mindful, what are you taking in as well as physical food? So that's H. R is for relationships. So who do you have in your corner in any situation? When I had that accident I spoke about 2 months ago, the first person I called was my brother. My brother's in the UK, right? And it was 3 p.m. I didn't check the time, but he knows when Mabel calls, he's going to pick up. Might be something wrong or whatever, but I know he's in my corner. I called him and I said, I've just had an accident. The first thing he asked me was not, is the car okay? He didn't ask me who was wrong, who was right? The first thing he asked me is, are you okay? The second thing he asked me is, was someone else in the car? Are you with the boys? I said, my little son is with me. He asked, is he okay? I said, he's okay. Then he asked me, the person you hit, are they okay? I said, they're okay. So you need people who check up on you first. Cars, the material things, right? He said, drive home and call me when you get home. When I got home, he said, never mind everything. Cars can be bought. As long as you're okay, your son is okay, the man you hit is okay, that's the priority. So do you have people in your corner that when you're stuck, you can call them up? They don't judge you. They don't say who's wrong, who's right. They're in your corner to support you when you need stuff, right? So who's in your bag when you're stuck? Might be family, might be friends, might be a community. Do you have a community that you can tap into when you need help, when you're stuck, when you're confused, when you're panicking? Because in those situations, you don't think clearly. When I had the accident, I wasn't thinking clearly. It's my first accident to date. So it was a big deal for me. I panicked. I think I'm a good driver. My dad brags about my driving. He says his daughter is the best driver. So it was a big deal, this accident for me. But I had my brother who made me feel okay. He made everything feel normal, right? So have people on your side to help you deal with the challenges of life. And I'm not sure which challenges you might be having. It might be as simple as a car accident. Maybe you've been told someone's died. Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe you've had a bad report from the doctors, right? Maybe you've recently lost your, whatever it is. Have your go-to people that they can pick up the phone, they can come visit you. Even when you just say hello, my brother knew there was something wrong straight away with the way I spoke to him. So have your go-to people. So that's R for relationships. When I see Katinda, I'll see how far I can go with this thrive. If I see her, then I have to stop. So we finished R. I is for inspire, introspective. Be able to learn from your situations. So what's going wrong here? Why did I have that accident? For me, I was overthinking. I had too many things going on. I was rushing, right? So maybe I needed to slow down, right? So you need to be able to assess, why are things going wrong at the moment? What lessons am I learning in this journey? If you've lost something, if you failed something, if something's going wrong, you're going to have to be able to step back and assess what's going wrong here. What am I doing? What can I learn? Do I need to speak to someone else to teach me something? Always have time to check on yourself, reflect on yourself and your emotions. V stands for values, right? So what's important to you? Because not everything is important, right? Sometimes we're stuck in resilience because we're trying to do everything. For me as a mom, my family, my kids are a priority. So I've learned to work my job around my children, right? Everything I do is around my children. So I don't take up too much, because if you take too much, you're going to be burnt out, you're going to be tired. So make sure everything you do is aligned with what's important to you at that time, right? Seasons will change. What I did when my boys were babies is different when you're caring for them when you're teenagers. My life evolves, their needs evolve. So make sure that you are evolving with the things that you need in your life, right? 2020 was COVID. We had to adapt, right? That was important to stay healthy. So what are you doing right now to make sure that you're feeling valued for yourself, right? And V, which is energy. I'm going to speak to, I can see a few women in here, right? Energy. We have a 4-week cycle, so we work differently from men. So when you feel tired, rest. You don't have to earn your rest, okay? It's your cycle. Sometimes you've got really low energies. You find a week that you can do everything, right? So leverage that. Do as much as you can. If it's contacting, connections, work, physical, whatever you need to do, leverage that week where you've got so much energy. And it's going to be a week where you're going to feel less energy. Respect that. Don't fight it, right? Tell the people around, you know what, this week I'm not feeling as much energy as I usually have. So slow down. You can't do as much physical energy. Maybe you can't walk or exercise as much as you normally should, right? Allow yourself and your clock, your cycle to dictate what you do. Because if you don't, you're going to be burnt out. So a lot of women will take on too much, more than we can at a given time. So respect your cycle, what it allows you to do. And I talk about energy as well, because you need to be moving. We spoke about at the beginning of the habits. Do you exercise? That's important. Don't wait till you've got ailments. Don't wait till things are hurting, right? Walking is cheap. It's free, right? So I know sometimes people say, oh, it's expensive, I can't afford the gym. You can all afford to walk. 20 minutes a day, right? Don't walk, you're not walking. When I talk about exercise, I hate exercise. But it's easier than fighting a disease that you're going to have many years down the line. Take walks, do swimming, find the thing that you enjoy. If it's walking, it's not for you, then what else do you enjoy? Do you like swimming? Do you like, make it fun, find an exercise buddy, right? Because you need to take care of your body now. because later it's not going to work if you're trying to fight a disease, right? So have things in place that help you manage your energy, that help you contain yourself in everything that you need to be doing in life. So that's my Thrive method. So make sure, like I said, in your bag when you pack for your trip, right? Pack everything that you need. You've got your trust yourself, you've got your healthy habits to help you keep going, you've got your relationships. Make sure you've got good people around you, right? And check on yourself. How am I feeling today? With Mental Health Week, World Mental Health Day we're speaking about. So make sure you're checking in yourself. If I'm not okay, speak to somebody, your friend, family, call up somebody, have people in your team. What values are important to you? Prioritize that. Sometimes it's not work, sometimes it's rest, sometimes it's work, and sometimes it's but make sure you balance everything out in energy. Work according to what you need to be sleeping, eating healthy, and that's all the balance to make sure that you receive it.
How does resilience relate to anti-fragility?
How it relates is I think sometimes maybe culture comes in there as well, anti-resilience, because some cultures have been brought up that resilient means being strong and being tough, and you don't talk to people about the tough times, you just push through, right? Whereas anti-fragility means, am I going to break if I seek help from somebody, right? But I think a lot of the cultures, from my experience when I work with people, is when you don't seek help, when you toughen it out, you're keeping it inside and your body takes score, right? Eventually when you do have the heart attacks most times, it's because you could only contain so much. So anti-fragility is, are you able to recognize that this time I need help, and what help do you need? So I work in the prevention space and the promotion. Don't wait till it's too late. I've been in the clinical environment where now your body needs medication for it to work, right? Where we need antidepressants, where we need people to look after us because I cannot take care of myself anymore. So I think anti-fragility is you being able to identify your limitations and knowing how much you can handle for yourself, and that it's not a weakness. For men to seek help is not a weakness. We've been told boys don't cry, right? We've been told it's a weakness to seek help. It's definitely not. I think it's being vulnerable. It's a strength when you can identify, it's overwhelming for me now. I can't do this. I need to ring Katinda. Well, she's an expert in this area and I'm not, right? So I think that's the balance that you need to be. You can be both, you can be resilient, but at the same time having ownership of, this is my limitation, this is my cap, this is why I need to be seeking help from other people.
How do we maintain a work-life balance as women when we have employers that are ringing on days off and sick leave and annual leave?
That's a great question. I think the government is doing really well on that side of things. I mean, they've launched a few initiatives like the disengage, log off when you finish off work, where they're actually giving penalties for employers who are contacting their employees during their sick off times or annual leave, or when you finish your work. The government is doing well to help us maintain those boundaries on yourself. If you finish your shift at 5 o'clock at the end of the day, 5:05, you shouldn't be picking up the phone, right? You've got your hours you need to be working, so you need to have strong boundaries with your employer. That I finished my work, right? So sometimes you might have to take a call depending on your work structure and what jobs you do. But I think you have to have the enough boundaries to say, I'm done now. I'm shutting my laptop. I'm not taking any calls. Katina says, switch the phone off, right? Because you're done, right? Are they going to pay you for the extra? But you need time to disengage from the work because you've got a life. You've got your life, you've got your family, you've got your kids, you've got everything else. You've given them enough time for them, right? So eventually you have the boundary to be okay with that. And then maybe back on Monday, you said, I saw a missed call. Was everything okay? Right? You tried to call me. Was everything okay? I didn't answer because I'm not on the clock anymore. So I think you need to be really strong with your boundaries. And then also the government is doing really well for us because the work-life balance, work can put what they do, but I think ownership, you have to take ownership of yourself. How much can I take? Is this job allowing me to get the work-life balance that I need? If it's not, then sometimes whether you taking back again, like I talk about the introspective and taking out, do I need to change jobs? Do I need to have a conversation with my employer? Why do you keep calling me when I've finished work? I mean, what's going on? They have a discussion about it. And I think there have to be a safe space for you to have the conversation and saying, it's happened for the third, fourth time now. It seems to be a pattern here, right? I think you have to be assertive enough, but also calm. You're being professional. You're calling me 3-4 times now when I'm off. There's a pattern here. Can we talk about this? Can we address this? It's not okay. I finished my work. Can we fix this boundary? I think it's about ownership, having clear boundaries. And also I think the government is doing enough to help us clear these boundaries as well.